What's up, YouTube? It's JackalGoldKick, and I'm here with Acid Rootz, the Flamehead97, Kadeemtheking, and Druid, and we're going to be doing a video collaboration reviewing the album Aura of a SuperVillain EP by rapper Novi Novak. Now, when it comes to Novi Novak, I've known about him for a while. He's a rapper that I am a fan of. I do like him, and I do enjoy his music. I found him back in the day through his Hobson beef. That's what he's most known for, is like his Hobson beef, and he had a pretty successful Black and Yellow remix. He's also from Chicago as well. His new rap name is Rob Level, but he used to go by Novi Novak back in the day, so that's why we'll refer to two names, and I'll have those in the title and thumbnail as well. He was Novi Novak when he made this Aura of a Supervillain project, but now he goes by Rob Level. So yeah, let's review this Aura of a Supervillain EP by rapper Novi Novak. So there's 3 songs total on this project. It came out in 2011. So the first song on Aura of a Supervillain EP is Supervillain. Definitely really like this song. It's a dope-ass song. It has a dope-ass beat on it. Very unique, very distinctive. Cool-ass production. I think it samples something from Rat-a-Tat. I've seen someone say that in the comments, so that's probably where it's from, but the beat's really dope and unique. I like the rapping on it from Novi Novak. It's really solid on there. One of my favorite parts of the song lyrics-wise is when he quotes Tony Montana, he says, you know, and it's that Tony Montana time, and y'all know the world is mine. I thought that was a pretty dope lyric. I really like that one as well. I also like when he said, these ain't handcuffs, they're gangster bracelets. So he's a really good punchline rapper. So you have good lyrics in there, really good rapping from Novi Novak. You have a good flow on the song. You also have a really good chorus that's very catchy and enjoyable to listen to. And the song overall is just like an introduction to him, like a flexing type song and an introduction type track, and kind of a song about being a supervillain and, you know, him upping himself, flexing himself, being a supervillain type of track, introduction type track. That's what it kind of goes for, and it's a really dope song. I really like it. It's a solid track. It's a good opener for the project. I definitely do like Supervillain. It's a really dope song, and I think it's a unique thing to go for because not too many rappers would call themselves a supervillain or a bad guy, because that's what he kind of refers to on the track. Is, you know, one part of the song he refers to being good at being such a bad guy. You know, even the project has the name Supervillain in the title, and I think that's a very unique thing. I haven't seen any rapper do that, so Novi Novak definitely wins points for that category. So yeah, I like the first song, Supervillain, definitely a solid track. The second song, Web of Lives with Sebastian, I like this track as well. This is a really good song. It's basically like basically like a romance ladies love song type of track. That's what it is. It's like R&B hip hop type thing in terms of the genre. Sebastian does the chorus, and he also does other parts of the song like the intro, and he has, I think, a little part of a bridge connected to a chorus, and then Novi Novak does the rapping on the track. I definitely like the second track, Web of Lies with Sebastian. It's a really good song. I do like the production on it. I think it's pretty good. Sebastian, I think, does a good job on this track with the singing. He's really good on this track. He did a pretty good job, especially with the intro leading up to his chorus. Novi Novak did a pretty good job as well on this track with the rapping and the lyrics and the flow. It was a good delivery, and I like what he had to bring on the song, and he definitely made the song good as well as Sebastian did. Like I said, the production was good, the flow, the rapping, the lyrics, the overall song itself, the chorus. It was a really good song, and I really enjoyed it. It was a solid track, and it was a solid R&B and hip-hop song, and it was definitely a song I could hear on the radio. It was a solid track, and I definitely liked that one as well. Sebastian and Novi Novak did a great job in that track. It was pretty good song. So for the final track on the album, the third song, Sleepin On Me, I also like that song as well. Sleepin On Me is a really dope song. It has really good production. It's like a kind of a sad beat, but it's like really good production. Novi Novak has some good singing on the track and the chorus. The chorus is really good. The rapping on it is really good as well as the lyrics, the flow style, the production, the delivery. The whole song in general comes together really well. So I definitely like Sleepin On Me as well. It's kind of a song that is a mix between like a hustle song and sort of an emotional song, where he kind of, you know, it's kind of like a motivational song, a hustle type song. He's talking about haters and stuff like that, and it's a solid track. And my favorite part of the song in terms of lyrics, I like when he says, you know, I'm just trying to entertain and be real at the same time, when all people want to hear is money and bitches in the same rhyme. I love that part in the first verse. I think that's it's a cool lyric because I can relate to that. You know, it's like, yeah, I'd like to hear that instead of just, you know, money and bitches all the time in hip hop. So that's definitely a good part of the song and a lyric I definitely like. I also like the end of the second verse where he mentions like Charlie Sheen and champagne. That was a good part as well. So yeah, for the final track, the third track on the album, Sleepin On Me, that's definitely a dope song as well. I definitely like that one. It has a solid production, good rapping, a good chorus, some good lyrics from Novi Novak. There's also a music video for the song as well, and the music video is pretty cool as well and really adds to the track. And like there's like a flashback of him as a kid and then him in a police car. So the music video is pretty cool. So yeah, it's a solid, dope track overall and a good, like, you know, motivational hustle song about the haters, kind of an emotional song as well. And it was a solid track overall, and I definitely liked Sleepin On Me. So overall, I definitely liked the Aura of a Supervillain EP album by Novi Novak. It was a solid project. I would probably give it like a 10 out of 10 because I really had no complaints with it. I liked all three songs. I thought they all delivered, and I enjoyed all of them. And I really didn't have any issue with anything on this album. And I thought it was a pretty solid project overall, and I thought Novi Novak did a really good job. And I like all three songs, and I have no complaints with it, so it gets a 10 out of 10 from me. It's a solid project. One more thing I will also address and review, and I feel like this isn't really talked about in a lot of reviews, so this may be something new I can bring to the table. I also want to review the cover art real quick for Aura of a Supervillain EP by Novi Novak. I might have a picture up of it. It depends on if I can do it, but in terms of the cover art for Aura of a Supervillain EP by Novi Novak, I think the cover art for the album is pretty damn awesome, and it's pretty sick. It's probably one of my favorite cover arts I've seen for an album. I just think it looks cool. The text where it says Aura of a Supervillain looks pretty badass, and Novi Novak's name, the text of that looks really cool. Novi Novak himself on the picture kind of doing this with like some blue aura around him, like this blue background. It looks pretty dope overall, and I think it's a dope-ass cover art. And it's also another positive to the album. So yeah, the cover art definitely gets a 10 out of 10 for me as well. It's some dope-ass cover art, and it looks pretty damn awesome. So yeah, that's all I have to say overall about the Aura of a Supervillain EP by rapper Novi Novak, aka Rob Level. It's a dope project, 10 out of 10, as well as the cover art is a 10 out of 10. Solid project in my opinion. I liked it. And that's all I got to say about it. Peace.
Hello, I'm Drew, but you might know me as Druid. It's been a while since I did anything, to be honest, but for the sake of those who don't know me, I used to review underground and obscure rap music, from one subscriber YouTube rappers to major names. I've been brought back from the YouTube dead by JackalGoldKick for this mega collab, so without further ado, I'm gonna hop right in. This is my review of the Aura of a Supervillain EP by Rob Level, formerly known as Novi Novak. Now, I've known of Novi Novak, but I can't say I've ever listened to his music before this point, beyond what JackalGoldKick showed me years ago. To rectify this, I listened to his newer material before diving into this album, and no thank you. Okay, well maybe his older stuff was better, I thought, and so I was still to some degree interested in this 3-song EP he made, which 3 songs is barely EP sized. It's barely past the size of a single if you count a B-side with it. And also, the cover art looks surprisingly good for what it is, but it's already showing its age with fonts and a pose coming straight from the last decade. But the most important question remains: how is the music? So the first song we hear is Supervillain, featuring a sample from the band Rat-a-Tat in the instrumental. Not familiar with Rat-a-Tat beyond one song, but the beat sounds good, so I give Novi some credit for at least choosing a good sample to rap over. However, right off the bat, we also hear some mediocre at best singing. Definitely not as bad as someone like Eminem or 50 Cent, but still not reaching Kanye levels either. And I don't even think he's that good of a singer. Lyrically, Novi presents himself as like a villain of hip-hop, complete with bragging and social commentary relating to how he perceives other rappers. When it comes to critiquing lyrics in this review, I'm not going to devote that much time to it, but these aren't mind-blowing lyrics in any way. The worst he gets, though, is saying, "These ain't handcuffs, they gangsta bracelets," and then has like a short little laughing ad-lib behind it, as if getting caught and thrown in jail or prison is something to brag about. I know, like, being hard was the thing back then, but usually jail or prison has always been seen as an undesirable place. Literally nobody wants to get caught. There's more rap songs about not wanting to go to jail, than there are about wanting to go to jail and calling handcuffs gangster bracelets. The rapping is okay, I'll admit that much. Novi stays on beat, his flow is okay, and he even includes some ad-lib conversations near the end of the song. It's really not much you haven't heard before if you've been a rap listener since the 2000s. Overall, nothing to really dislike here on this first track. I will say that while this style of alternative hip-hop is really not my bag, I didn't suffer listening to it. The second track, Web of Lies, is where things take a step down in quality though. Because the beat on this one is dated as fuck, and the singing in the first minute and 22 seconds does not fit at all. When I say that a beat is dated, I don't mean that just because it's older means it's not good. Dr. Dre beats and Tommy Wright III beats are both amazing to this day. Like, they show their age, but it's in a good way, you know? Dated, though, in this context, is when it sounds cheap and not with the times. Like, it sounds like it belongs to this time period in question being like the 2000s. Like, sure, today's beats are all about trap hi-hats and 808s. Oh wait, Billy Woods, Bedwetter, JPEG Mafia, Danny Brown, Young Lean. But this beat sounds like it uses the same synth as like a hard bass or rave song from the 2000s. You know, those like Russian hard bass things. And the beat itself sounds like a B-tier pop rap R&B hybrid that makes Chris Brown sound high class. The singing, as I said before, does not fit. It's done by a guy named Sebastian for a feature, and that's all the info I have. Sebastian tries way too hard on this song. He's a capable singer by any means, way better than Novi himself, but over this beat, he's clearly being dragged down. Novi's rapping is pretty much on the same level as before, with his flow being decent, but this time he raps about relationship problems, and it's here where questionable moments tend to shine more. One line of note being, "If we made it, our romance novel would be 1,000,000 pages." Not really sure what to make of that, since most novels with 300 or so pages tend to have storylines that go up and down and all around in terms of plot, with half of them seeming to have one of the partners dying at the end, and the other half having extreme relationship-threatening turmoil, in some cases tanking the whole relationship before the finale. But I mean, hey, if it suits you, you do you, buddy, with your 1,000,000-page novel. Also, there's this line, "Not to sound like these others, but tired of the lying, my phone gone through 'cause you guilty and you prying?" The more I listen to Novi's lyrics, the more weak this guy seems. Overall, a big step down. I did not like this song. The highlight is Sebastian, but considering that Sebastian is being dragged down by the very beat that he's singing over, and the fact that really he's a capable singer, but I wouldn't say he's necessarily an amazing singer, it's not saying much. The last song on this EP is titled Sleepin On Me, which is a fitting title because after that last song, I definitely can say that I was. Now, right off the bat, a melancholic piano melody leads us into the beat, and I forever always will have a soft spot for those kind of piano lines. It doesn't matter if it's Macklemore or G-Eazy, it more often than not works for me, and here it's really no different. The beat is easily the best on this EP. I like the mixing, the structure and progression are really nothing new, but it's definitely not boring. Novi sings again on this one, which, okay, fine, not my cup of tea, and I think his singing on SuperVillain was better, but still, there's worse out there. The lyrics are about, you know, the struggle, the come up, and a struggle song here and there isn't a bad thing. But even though I'm a beat maker now, I can't say I relate. He raps about not getting recognized for all the work he puts in, and I get the whole "this is my passion" viewpoint. I mean, music is my passion too, man, but I feel like the process of making music itself should be its own reward at the end of the day. Focusing solely on "I want to make it big and become famous" while failing to mention whether or not you even like what you're making makes the whole struggle on your part seem like you're only using music as a means to an end. Now look, again, I get that viewpoint. I completely understand the desire to get big, but if you truly like what you do, and realize that the magic is in the creation of the music itself, That feeling when you finally like one of your own songs enough to show your friends? Then that kinda cushions the hit of being unrecognized. But Novi here raps as if being slept on would equal literal depression for him, which is absolutely unhealthy as a musician. I don't know where my life's gone, so I keep making songs, hoping one or two will catch on. Pure desperation. Okay, moving on from that overall, the song is a mixed bag. I like the beat, it's easily the best on this album, but the lyrics I just don't really vibe with as a fellow music maker. Novi's feelings are his own, so I'm not gonna say that he's objectively being, like, immature or anything, but it's just an unhealthy view of the art of music that treat it as, a grind and nothing else. You have to enjoy it in order for the music to have spirit, So all in all, this short EP is I didn't have any extreme reaction to anything positive or negative. It was a slight bit nostalgic in some areas to revisit this era of rap that frankly we'll never hear the sound from again. But I feel like at the same time, the attitude that Novi takes on the last song is pretty telling of why I feel the way I feel about the EP overall. It doesn't sound like he put his full creative energy to use on this project, and as a result, these 3 songs on average tend to sound pretty bland. I will say that between the 3, they all sound diverse. There's 3 different beat styles here, but whether or not that's Novi choosing to flex his ability to rap in different ways, or him choosing to just throw whatever at the wall and see what gets him more successful, it's up for debate. I'd give this EP a 6 at most. Nothing bad, but nothing good either. I don't think I'd come back to it for any reason, and it doesn't really spark a desire to check out his other stuff, which, again, I did prior to this video, to an even worse reaction, but that's a whole other topic. So big thanks to JackalGoldKick for inviting me onto this collaboration, and a shout out to everybody else who is partaking in it. Once again, my name is Drew, Ft.Druid, and I think, yep, that's about it.
What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Kadeemtheking, and today, man, I'm here with all the homies, man. Shout out to JackalGoldKick and everybody else on the zone, collab. But today we reviewing Novi Novak-Aura of a SuperVillain. I'm not calling him Rob level because Novi Novak was the shit. All right, back in the day. Now, backstory. Now, back in the day, man, I was getting tired of motherfuckers like Soulja Boy. If you really see my first video on my YouTube channel, it's probably dissing Soulja Boy. And I was tired of motherfuckers like him. I was tired of bubblegum rap at the time. And I just searched for the underground, and I found people like Hobson, Tech 9, The Joker, and so on and so on and so on, right? And then this one dude named Novi Novak comes, and he's killing shit, bruh. Black and Yellow comes out, and he has The Hibernations Is Over, the first one, the classic, man. And I'll never forget that. I will never forget that one. But I remember he put out an EP right after for $3.99, and of course, at the time I'm only in like the 6th grade. Motherfucker, I don't have $4 to give you. That's lunch money. Fuck you need. So I went on YouTube, searched it up, and went on, Spotify and all that other shit, MySpace at the time, and all his shit was there. So I just started listening from there. And today I just listened to it literally like 5-10 minutes ago, because I didn't remember the kind of album it was. But anyway, let's get to my favorite songs, okay? Favorite songs on there, number 3 would have to be SuperVillain. I like that one. That could be a commercial hit. Every song on this album, on this EP, could be a commercial hit. No bullshit. SuperVillain is number 3. Number 2 would be Web of Lies. And Web of Lies, I remember when I heard that the first time, because I had went through some shit with my girl, so I understood everything he was talking about in that song. So that song right there, I hold in high regard in Novi Novak's discography. And number 1, obviously, is Sleepin On Me. That's one of the best fucking songs he ever made, ever, bro. I love that song to this day. That song is a classic, bro. I can rap that whole song for real. Cause I feel the same way, like I'm still being slept on. But thanks for allowing me to be a part of the collab, man. I appreciate everybody checking me out. My name is Kadeemtheking. Thanks for watching, and check everybody else out on this collab, man. Get a video like, subscribe, share the video. Thanks for watching. It's your boy Kadeemtheking, and I'm out here with a W. Peace. Alright guys, and I'm sorry, man, my camera had, got messed up or something, man. But hey, man, I didn't finish the video, man. Out of a 10, I reviewed this album as an 8.5, 8.5, and the reason why is because this was one of the first EPs and some of the first songs that I had found out about, Novi Novak with. Also because this, every single song on this EP, I actually enjoy and I can listen to. You know what I'm saying? Some of his newer stuff, but compared to something like Hibernation is Over 1, it wasn't that good, but it was good enough to where, back then if I bought it, I would have liked the EP. But anyway, man, give this video a like, subscribe, share the video. Thank you for watching, and tell me what would you rate this album? Comment below, let us know, man, and we out here with a dub, man. Peace.
How's it going, folks? This is Acid Roots. I've got a multi-layered review here, basically on the project Novi Novak-Aura of a SuperVillain EP. So there are 5 of us doing this review, and I'll go ahead and list them for you. So it would be the Kadeemtheking, Druid, the Flamehead97, and then JackalGoldKick. So we're going to get this project up and rolling. It's a relatively brief project, but it kind of provides some backdrop on Novi Novak. I know a few things about him, not terribly much, but he got in a beef with Hobson, and he apparently one of his breakout songs was when he did the Black and Yellow remix to Wiz Khalifa's Black and Yellow song off of Rolling Papers. So he's done remixes and stuff like that. He has quite a few projects out. He switched his name later on to Rob Level, so you might hear that name kind of tossed in here. But when he did this project that we're reviewing, he was Novi Novak. But yeah, to go ahead and get started with the review. So there are 3 songs: SuperVillain, Web of Lies, and Sleepin On Me. The 2 songs I preferred on this project were SuperVillain and Sleepin On Me. I felt like SuperVillain kind of felt like the first single almost. Just had a real kind of... So I would say that SuperVillain basically has the feel of like a typical kind of low-key first single and stuff. I mean, the thing I got from it was it's kind of introductory, kind of you get the vibes from him as far as how some of this is going to turn out. And I like these kind of songs just because they kind of, you get the layout as to kind of the character that he has and stuff. He has some lines in there like, he's going to hurl from doing donuts like a sick cop and that sort of thing. So I mean, he has the wit in some of these points in the song, but I did find myself rewinding some of these verses, which I like the idea of doing that just to kind of listen to it and kind of catch it. I mean, there were a couple songs that I felt that I needed to do this. I kind of rewound it a few times on SuperVillain and then on Sleepin On Me, both of which he kind of has like a pretty quick flow on there that you have to kind of... I mean, I like the approach towards how some of that worked. I definitely felt like SuperVillain, like I said, was a good introductory song. And then Sleepin On Me, to talk about that one, how I like that and recommend it to you. Basically, this to me sounded like a hustle type song. And kind of the concept about, I mean, the topic of it was the fact that haters and folks that weren't really messing with Novi Novak like that, were kind of sleeping on him and not giving him the proper attention, kind of making him seem as like he was the underdog and stuff. But he did a good job on this record because to me, the way that the production felt on Sleepin On Me is it kind of came off as like, it was kind of more like a hustle type song and kind of get up and get it, gotta get on the grind and get motivated type song. It seemed like a motivational type song, but I like the approach from it. And just the rewind factor was good. I mean, I like when early on artists can have this kind of vibes just going in like that. It's a good approach to be able to say that some of these things. I'm trying to think of some of the lines that were there. I mean, it kind of showed the basis of Novi Novak being able to kind of fill out a project and have these kind of songs. I mean, this sort of stuff happens on like mixtapes and stuff where you'll get kind of like the day-to-day type stuff, and it's good to kind of include that to kind of see. I mean, especially with just 3 songs, you got to kind of get, yeah, you got to kind of get like a synopsis of what he's going to kind of be like. So it's an extra kind of thing to kind of see what he's like on this type of song and what he's aiming for and the goals of that. So I like the approach. The song I wasn't too hot for was basically Web of Lies. I mean, I felt like the hook was decent, but I know that it was good. It was a nice job for Novi Novak to get that R&B singer on there, just because since this is one of his breakout projects, it kind of seemed different to start off getting someone like Trey Songz or like Akon or T-Pain or someone like that. But I did kind of feel like it was satisfactory, but I don't know. I mean, somehow it almost kind of felt like a makeshift kind of song. I wasn't too big a fan of the production on Web of Lies. I did feel like the topic was pretty good. It was intricate, had a nice kind of pitch towards it, but somehow, I don't know. I mean, I kind of felt like it didn't quite stand up to like other R&B songs, or at least pop rap oriented type songs that I felt like, I know Novi Novak can do better songs for the ladies than that. It kind of, I mean, it was kind of in like this kind of relationship bickering type thing, but it felt like a lot of singles that I heard out of 2010 and 2011, like something Nicki Minaj or Tyga would do, someone from Young Money, that type stuff. And I kind of felt like, I could almost stand to have gotten like a better type of R&B and song for the ladies from Novi Novak. I know he could probably do a better job of that. I thought that that's probably what would have happened if Rob Level would have done an album at that point. It probably would have been songs like this that were geared for radio, but somehow, I mean, I liked the topic of how it was approached, but I didn't like the aesthetic as to how it was approached. And that's kind of the thing there. Yeah, I felt like it probably could have had more like of a dark feel and more edge to it than what it really wound up being. So, but yeah, I'm gonna give this album a 6.5 out of 10 because I did enjoy SuperVillain and I did enjoy Sleepin On Me. I kind of felt like both of those were pretty solid, and it's kind of a disappointment that Rob Level didn't. It's kind of a disappointment that Rob Level didn't have more than 3 songs. I mean, I feel like for an EP, that really felt like just like a standard single release. I mean, really, like on a standard single, you'll get an A side and a B side, but I felt like there probably should have been at least 2 more songs on this project. It would have been more filling to have had more, so I could have learned just about, because I feel like the aura of a supervillain, there needed to be more aura to this. And I kind of thought, I did like some of what was there, but I would have liked, a better serving of what could have happened, so I could have digested it more and really seen what was going on. But I mean, for what it is, it's decent. But I would have to say that the things about it is, like the pop rap needs work, kind of a more edge to it. And then I'd also say I'd like a few more songs to kind of see, more shades to like the Novi Novak musician. So yeah.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. This is the Flamehead97 here, and I'm here for a collab video with JackalGoldKick, Kadeemtheking, Acid Roots, and Druid, and we're all here to review the EP by the rapper Novi Novak. The EP is called Aura of a Supervillain. This EP only has 3 songs, so it's pretty cool that we all get to do this together as a collab. So this is my part. So with that being said, let's go and get started with reviewing Novi Novak's EP, Aura of a Supervillain. So the first song on this EP is the song Supervillain. I really dig this song. It's really catchy. I really like the organ. Goes really great with the beat. So it's kind of got like this organ style beat. It's pretty cool. So yeah, the song Supervillain, kind of like the title track, because guess that's where this EP got its name from, the song SuperVillain, so it's pretty cool. Yeah, this is definitely a cool opener to the EP. Like I said, I really like the organ in the background, and it goes really great with the beat. And Novi, he has some really good bars and shit on this track, so he definitely does good on this. So I really like this song. It's pretty good opener. It's not my favorite on the EP, but I still like this song though, because it's still a good opener. It is a great song. So track 2 of the EP is Web of Lies. Honestly, when I first heard the song, I didn't even know if it was going to have any rapping in it, because majority of the song has singing in it. I'm not sure who sings in it, but it's definitely a good song though. I really like the chorus with the singing. And then a little bit after the minute within the song, I think Novi comes in with his rapping, and it's pretty cool. So yeah, Web of Lies, I really dig the song. I really like the chorus. I like Novi's rapping and stuff as well. So overall, this is a really good song that I really like, and it did grow on me over time with each listen throughout the EP. So it's pretty cool. So Web of Lies, definitely a great one. Really enjoy it. Great singing, great rapping. So yeah, there's nothing to complain about with this song now, because it's definitely a grower. So the final track of the EP is the song Sleepin On Me. This song is awesome. I really digged it. I probably would say it is a better closer than the SuperVillain song, which opens the EP, but I still like the whole EP though. I'm just saying the song Sleepin On Me was more of a straightforward rap song where he didn't really have that much really singing in it before he starts to rap or whatever, you know. So yeah, Sleepin On Me is more of a straightforward rap song without any singing effects or whatever. Sometimes these rappers try to have singing in their music and stuff like that before they start to rap, because Eminem's done it with his music, like in the song Beautiful. He raps and sings in it pretty much. It's pretty cool. But yeah, we're not talking about Eminem here. We're talking about Novi Novak. I'm just saying this is more of a straightforward song to where it just has the rapping pretty much the whole time. So it's pretty cool. So yeah, guys, this is my part of the EP review for Novi Novak. So he's definitely a rapper that I didn't really get to know about until JackalGoldKick asked me to be in this collab with him and the rest of the guys. So yeah, guys, I hope my part of this collab was good. So definitely check out this EP, Novi Novak-Aura of a SuperVillain. It's the name of the EP by the rapper Novi Novak, aka Rob Level, I believe his name is, something like that. That's his name nowadays, I believe. It's Rob, I just forget the last name. So yeah, guys, I'll see y'all next time. Peace. Hey guys, I'm here to give a rating for the Era of a Supervillain EP by the rapper Novi Novak. I apologize that I ended up forgetting to rate it, because it happens sometimes, so my apologies. So if I were to rate this EP, I'd give it an 8.5 out of a 10. Till next time, peace.